accept your fate.
I don't understand why we're having a boss fight. I don't understand why.
Have at me.
Seriously. I know it has Hades in his name, the bird, and that's why it can cast fire, but it still makes no sense. This bird is literally just a purple-colored bird. Yet, for some reason, it can cast fire. It's not a firebird, it's just a purple eagle. Which we go back to the complaint I've had other times, where for some reason everything can just spew fire in this game. And it's really weird. Why everything can just like, I can cast fire, or I can cast fire, or I can cast fire, I can cast fire. Everyone gets fire powers in this one. Every single creature gets fire powers. Stupid bird.
Here you go, laddie. Victory is all that matters.
Can this bird stop dodging for love of everything holy? It's getting rather annoying that the bird keeps dodging. Alright, ice is the weakness. Got it.
We need the Titan best. My thanks. Take heart.
There. Because it loves casting fire. I'm on and I'll fix the bot. There we go.
Here you go, laddie. Forgive.
Thank you for getting that critical. Really appreciate it, Hendrik.
Ah, battle!
Why did this one bird give more experience than the boss fight in the trial? Like, you're seeing this. The trial boss gave 8,000 experience, and this random bird that's on top of Cobblestone gives you 28,000 experience. Make it make sense.
Things are looking up.
This is completely illogical as to why this one random fight gave so much experience. For no reason at all. Other than it just does. I can't get multi-thrust because I'm 1 point away. Can't get lightning storms. My option is getting party pooper or getting vacuum smash. I think I'll do the vacuum smash if I have to choose. Oh, is something that she can do with me. Shock tactics. And that's there. I got all the fisticuff abilities. So all I've left is Allure and Spears. And, well, Claws too, but it's not a priority with the Claw one. Sylvando, in terms of knives, he has these two. He has the Pied Piper, Pink Pirouette, Charm 40. You know, I want this Charm plus 40. Because why not just... Oh! Oh, cool, I got 10 points for that. Well, I can get the Kiss Me Deadly, I suppose. Sure, get that one. Kiss Me Deadly. Alright, I'm almost done with the litheness and showmanship. Those are almost done, same as knives. Then I will have to start getting sword and whip skills, sadly. Eric. Guile? What is it here to get? Pep chance 5%. Right. I think that's what I want. Yeah, 5% pep chance. Yeah, give me that one. There we go. Cool, you got me out of another horrible mess there, Eric. Oh, pal, I owe ya. I was eating off to meet a supplier when that great squawking nonsense went and carried me off. I thought it was done for. You and your mate saved me bacon. How can I ever repay ya? Wait, I know, you can have this. Spectralite. Right, need a little sit down after me near-death experience there. I'll hang around here and have a little breather, I reckon. Don't worry about old Dirk. I'll make me own way home. Thanks again for getting me out of a tight spot. Okay. Still not sure why we had this boss fight. I still don't fully understand it. I need to make my way to the very top of Cobblestone now. Okay, so... not there, so slightly below? There's supposed to be a monument here. I think that's what the quest said that I read online, like... So something about a monument? Oh, a tree stump. Oh. Well, I just walked past it. I just got fixated on monument. I think like, oh yeah, tree stump could be considered a monument if one doesn't touch it. Find an old dead tree. There's an inscription carved into a trunk. It's rather hard to read, but if I squint, I can make it out. This is truly one of the most magnificent, spectacular, and indeed utterly gobsmacking views I've seen in my long career as a connoisseur of splendid scenery. But what use a beautiful view when one is all alone? I have realized that if a man has his love beside him, even the most paltry view will be filled with beauty. In conclusion, I must find a wife. Signed, Vincenzo Turissimo. I found a description left by the legendary scenery seeker. Head back to Mount Panglai and tell Hugo what it says. Cool, I can complete that quest now. So let's do it. Oh, no, wait. There was supposed to be like a campfire by Angry-La. Hang on. There, Mount Panglai. There we go. There. Yes. I tell him that he wanted to find a wife. Well, knock me down with a feather. Not in a million years would I have imagined that Vincenzo Turismo's profound insight as he looked upon the world was that he needed a wife. But thinking about it, solitude is something of an occupational hazard for we scenery seekers. I myself have been so busy scaling these heady heights that I've neglected to think about finding a life partner. But I don't regret doing it for a second, not a single solitary second. Nope, I have lived my life in pursuit of a higher cause, for who needs a wife when a resplendent vista is unfolding beneath one's feet? I've chosen this life and I stand by my choice. Besides, I'm not alone. Beauty is my bride. The wide blue yonder is my beloved, and the whispering breeze is my most faithful friend. No, my choice was the right one, and now I have introduced a bright young talent to the marvelous scenery seeking too. Speaking of which, let me give you a small reward for all your efforts. My knees may not be what they were, but I shall continue to pursue beautiful views and etch them into my heart for as long as there is breath in my body. That guy needs to get a wife. Because that did not sound nice. I find my mind returning unbidden to thoughts of matrimony. There was that one rather appealing woman in the tavern in Heliodor whom I could not help but look at, but feel took a shine to me. Oh, does it out loud? The thought of marriage could not be further from my mind. What use would I have for a wife when I have the world's most beautiful views to enjoy? Anything I have said about a certain lady in a certain tavern was just my senseless rambling. Please pay me no mind. Yeah, he wants to find a wife. And he needs a wife, because, that was rather sad. To see, like, you as your wife and the winds as your faithful friend. That was rather pathetic. If I have to say so. Might is right. What do they want to do here? Defeat Harmachis, who can be found on the high plateau in the south of Hope's Step. Oh, right. Yeah, that one. I have to keep fighting until I bump into the enemy, right? Okay, I'm supposed to find some dew in the first forest. I could do that. Shouldn't be too hard. First forest, first forest. Ah, there we go. First forest summit. Here's another campfire that I should have visited because that's one's closer to the waterfall. Oh, I guess I just have to walk all the way over. Wait, no. Is it right here? Ha! That was easy. It was right there. Well, I was not expecting it to literally be by the summit of the first forest. I thought it was going to be lower down, closer to the waterfall, and not all the way up there. Well, what do you know? I completed that quest, like, what, like, took me, like, a few seconds to complete it? Barely that? Like a minute? Yeah, like, barely a minute to complete that quest. And I didn't even know that went the right way. I assumed that I went to the wrong path. Yeah, further ahead for that little fortune teller lady. Yo, I come bearing divine dew. Hey, I'm gonna make a killing with this stuff. Nice one. Now I ain't got nothing to give as a reward, but I can tell you fortune for free. Tell me, mysterious ruler of fate, what's this lank-haired lad near Galen's plate? Something's coming through loud and clear. The spirits are talking to me. You what? The luminary needs that divine dew more than you? Mistress Bev, they're saying. And if I don't hand it over, I'm destined to break a tooth on a stale slice of bread and die alone in the agony? Crikey! Well, there's no use arguing with the powers of destiny, is there? I don't want to meet me end at the end of a loaf of bread, do I? Looks like it's your lucky day, darling. Suppose you've got to save the world and fulfill your destiny and all that. Fair enough. I ain't about to stand in your way. Just pop it in a bottle for you, shall I? Better start thinking of another way to pay me rent and all. Pep pop. Ooh, nice. That was the pep pop. I don't know if you knew this, but divine dew, also known as pep pop, like the name says, it gets you pepped up. Yeah, I know. Well, I can make use of that one pep pop to complete the quest if I wanted to, or I can make use of it for when I level grind. Either way, I can use it, the pep pop. Alright, we want to go to Octagonia and the orphanage. I can do that. I'm glad I managed to find some quests that are straightforward now. Because I prefer quests that are like this. Because if the quest is not meant to be a puzzle, then I don't want it to be a puzzle. Because if it's meant to be a riddle, then sure, make it difficult. But if it's not supposed to be a riddle and you just make it unnecessarily difficult to reach it, then it's like, why? And you can't even excuse it as like, it's because it's an old game. Like, you can't even excuse it that way. Like, at least with like older PlayStation 1 game or GameCube games, you can go like, ah, but they were made in the early 2000s. Game developers work differently, you know? But here, no, not really. It's a modern game, and it shouldn't need to be this way. This is bad, Mr. Yuki, real bad. A bunch of MMA fighters forced their way into the orphanage and headed underground. Uncle Vince went after them, but I'm kinda worried about him down there by myself. You go see if everything's okay. Why would the fighters go into the... what? I don't understand. What? They went down here? Because... for some reason? Well, I hope I'll have time for this. Quick little quest. I wasn't expecting to go down here for the orphanage. Because when it said orphanage, I thought they meant orphanage, not... well, by the way, remember that dungeon that was close there? Yeah, go back there. I just hope I don't have a rematch with that spider dude again. I mean, I'm stronger, but I still don't want the rematch. I'm just bringing up the maps to make sure I walk the correct path. Yeah, this is the right way. I said it before when I first did this dungeon, I'll say it again. It's still very ill that I need to touch all this spider web. I did not see the enemies there.
We have carried the day.